All right, hello everyone. Welcome to our presentation today. We're going to be going over buying used and refurbished devices, as Carly mentioned. So it's pretty much what to look for when buying used devices and some websites and stores to find them. All right, so here's a general overview of what we're going to be going over. First things first, we're going to be going over what refurbished devices are compared to used tech devices. Why would you want to buy a used and refurbished device? What to look for in buying a used device, what to watch out for, websites for buying used and refurbished devices, stores that sell used devices, and tips for donating or selling a device. All right, so refurbished versus used devices. Refurbished devices are very similar. It's pretty much just that they're guaranteed to have some kind of repair. So it's a device that was used for a bit, then returned to the store, oftentimes because they were faulty. The device goes through a repair process. It's erased of any data and it undergoes diagnostic testing and it's repackaged for sale. On the other hand, a used device is typically sold by the person who bought it. They could be as good as new or it could be in poor condition. They haven't been checked out like refurbished devices, so it's a good idea to be cautious when buying used devices. And local secondhand tech stores are a lot more reliable than buying straight from another person, just because they're more reputable and certified. So why would you want to buy a used device? First off, it's a much cheaper option. And second of all, it could be in great condition. There's a lot of people that sell used devices and they're not even that bad. A big thing about this is that you're being environmentally and socially conscious. You're getting rid of a lot of e-waste, which we'll go over later. You can also get older models that aren't available on the market anymore. And when someone is selling the used device, they may give you the mouse and other equipment along with it for free, as they probably wouldn't need it anymore either. Okay, so as we said, buying used and refurbished devices does help clean up the environment a little bit. So e-waste is old electronics that end up in the landfill, and it's actually the fastest growing type of waste in the world. Globally, 80% of old electronics that people dispose of end up in landfills. Toxic materials like lead, mercury, cadmium can leach into the environment around the landfill. So if you take a look at the diagram to the right, you can see that an iPhone on its own is made up of a bunch of materials. A lot of it is aluminum, there's carbon and oxygen. And if you think about, so iPhones are made, they're screens, they're made of glass, right? But in the screen, there's rare earth elements like indium. And indium is a really expensive element that costs like $200 per pound. It's really expensive. And the thing is, you can't recycle indium and you can't take it out of the glass screen. So when you're throwing away an iPhone, you're getting rid of all that precious precious metal that was in there, and it just goes into the landfill. All right, so moving on. The cons of buying used over new. Of course, there are going to be times where used devices have scuffs, scrapes, and other signs of use. Older models may not be able to install the newest system updates or be compatible with new chargers, headphones, and other accessories. Due to planned obsolescence, modern tech devices usually do not last more than a couple years. So if you don't know what planned obsolescence is, if you kind of break down the word obsolescence, in that word, you could see the word obsolete. So it's a pretty cheeky little policy that a lot of companies follow, where they kind of design their products so that they're not guaranteed to not last that long. So if you buy a used device, it may have a much shorter lifespan than a brand new one. On the flip side, many products that were manufactured a few years ago may actually be hardier than some new types of technologies. So an example of this would be like the whole meme of like Nokia brick phones. Those things are like indestructible and they were made a long time ago. Some things to consider when buying used tech devices. First off, make sure to use safe and trustworthy websites. We're going to go over a few of those in a bit. Do your research online into the brand and model to make sure it has the features you are looking for. Another thing is to look for external signs of damage. That's not too hard. You could just take little eye test. If you're meeting with someone to pick up the used device, do so in a public place or bring a friend with you and ask to test out the device before buying it. So we're going to go over a few websites for buying these devices. The first one is the Electronic Recycling Association in Canada. It's a Canadian used electronics store where you can buy, sell, and recycle electronics. It's a nonprofit organization dedicated to reducing tech waste. Most tech products available are older models, but if you are looking for a bargain, this is the place to go. Swappa. So Swappa is a big one. It has a large variety of tech ranging from very affordable to almost retail price. They also have a huge store of both new and older models, so you'll probably find what you're looking for. And it's also got a lot of guides and just easy to use resources on their website to help you search for what you're looking for. Another one is Gazelle. Gazelle is a website that allows you to buy and sell used tech. They offer a large variety of tech devices in good condition for good prices. Their products are certified pre-owned, that's a big one, meaning that they have been checked by professionals and are in working condition. They're much more focused on cell phones. The only computers they sell are MacBooks. All right, and then eBay and Amazon. Everyone pretty much knows what these are. These are websites on which you can buy both new and used tech from independent sellers. So eBay, you can go to ebay.com. It's a simple search. Simply type in the item you're looking for in the search bar, for example, used laptops. Click on a result that interests you, and you will see a lot more information pop up, including the Buy Now button. Amazon, it's a very simple process. You can browse the electronics section until you find one you like. Then if you click on it and scroll down, you can see all the buying options. There's often going to be an option to buy new or used in good condition or other things. So some stores that sell used and refurbished devices, one of them is Apple. You can actually go to an Apple store and they will sell certified refurbished Apple products. Every product completes a rigorous refurbishment process that includes full testing that meets the same functional standards as new Apple products. These certified refurbished products will go for discounted prices of up to 15% off, and they include a standard 1-year limited warranty. Moving on, Walmart. It sells a large variety of refurbished tech, including computers, laptops, and cell phones. You can search for refurbished electronics in the search bar on their website, or you can go to the physical electronics department in store. Look on, You can go to the electronics department on their website still. Look on the left-hand side and scroll down until you find online savings and look through reduced price or clearance. And then another big one is Best Buy. Best Buy is kind of known as the tech store. You would go to the link shown above to find the deals. When you are on the main page, click on deals, then Best Buy outlet, and then it's going to take you to another page that shows a bunch of different categories. The first one is clearance. These are products that have a reduced price because they don't sell well. They're discontinued or they were used as display products. The certified open box category includes items that have been opened, checked for issues by professionals, and put up again for sale. And the refurbished category includes items that have been used or opened, undergone diagnostic testing, and put up for sale again. All of these categories will provide more wallet-friendly options than buying new devices. It's a lot cheaper. Some local stores. You can always look for local stores near you that specialize in selling or buying used and refurbished devices. All you have to do is just type in the Google search bar, used electronics, the name of your city, and then you should find a lot of stores in your area. These stores will likely offer services such as selling used devices, repairing devices, or buying or accepting used devices from you. So here's some tips for donating and selling used devices. Be sure to reset your device to clear all of your data from it before putting it up on the market. Oftentimes, you can return your device to the place you bought them in exchange for a gift card, a new device, or anything else, depending on the condition. And there's actually several organizations that will accept used devices as donations. such as the Electronic Recycling Association that we mentioned earlier. Consider donating your used device to reduce electronic waste in landfills and promote reusing instead of disposing. Okay, so now we're going to do a live demo. The first thing we're going to do is take a look at the Best Buy website. So if we're going to go to the website right here, you can see at the top left, you see there's 4 categories: shop, brands, deals, and services. You're going to click on deals, and then you're going to go to Best Buy outlet. Okay, oh, this is already it right here. All right, so when you get to the Best Buy outlet page, you do have a few options here, including clearance, Geek Squad certified open box, and refurbished. If you don't know what Geek Squad is, it's kind of a company that specializes in repairing technology or just technology in general. Let's go to refurbished products just so we could take a look around. All right, so let's say we want to buy a new laptop. Let's take a look at some laptops. So on this page, it will give you a few options for buying laptops. My suggestion is that you would look for these Geek certified open box, the ones with that little logo up top, because it does indicate that these devices were checked by professionals to make sure they're running smoothly. You can see you could buy this Chromebook for $78, which is really, really cheap. You'd be saving $222. As I've been saying, it's a big money saver. You could keep scrolling through and just find the one you like. So let's say I do want to buy this Lenovo pad right here. If you click on it, all right, it gives you that whole the whole spiel of its model and everything. The important stuff is when you scroll down, you can see all the product information and the certification that it went through. So if you really do know your stuff, this product information stuff here is stuff you'd want to look for. All right, another thing to think about is this on the left side where it says Lenovo, there's a little 5 stars. It's a good idea to go through the products and check out how other customers have rated them. So this one has a 5-star rating and there's been 3 reviews. So if you click on that, you could check it out. Let's see, this guy said, my kid has been using it since 1 month for online studying, grade 4, no issues at all. We bought it new with 365 Office. Yeah, so you could trust that other people are happy with it. So it could be a good purchase. The other one I was looking at, that $78 Chromebook, it had 1 review and it had a 3-star rating. So maybe not your best option. All right, so Best Buy is pretty easy to use. We're gonna also go over the Swappa website. So all you would have to do is type in the Google search bar, just type in Swappa with 2 P's. Click on the first link that shows up. All right, so there's a lot of stuff to look for here. So let's say we're looking for a phone, an iPhone in particular. All right, let's say we want an iPhone 11. All right, so you can shop by carrier, or you can just, yeah, you can shop by carrier. That's what I was trying to say. Okay, so once you specify your search settings, like if you want a laptop or phone, what kind of phone, what kind of carrier, which carrier, you will see that a whole list of approved listings pops up here. On the far right side, you can see the original price, which is a little in gray and it's crossed out, and the price that it's selling for. So you can see that this iPhone 11 was going for $700 at one point, and right now it's selling for $300. So that's over 50% off. That's a really good deal. Keep going, keep scrolling through it. The Swappa website does offer a buy now, pay later option. You can see these 4 listings offer a buy now, pay later. So let's click on that and see what that is. You can see right toward the bottom right, it says zip 4 easy payments of $79. So just in case you don't have, what is it, $308 on you at the moment, you can set up this zip payment and just make 4 payments of $79. So it's pretty convenient like that. And yeah, you can continue going through the website. One of the cool things with the Swappa website is that if you click the icon at the very top middle, it actually takes you right back to the home page instead of having to click the back arrow every time. So they do sell a variety of different devices here. That's why we're going over it. I think this is a really good website to use. They have laptops, computers, watches, tablets, video games, home tech, and cameras. So you can go through a lot of stuff. They also have featured products if you keep scrolling through the page. One of the really great things about Swappa is that if you go all the way down to the bottom, they have a bunch of guides at the bottom. So right here, we'll click on buyer's guides. So the buyer's guides helps you answer questions about each device before you're buying it. So let's say I'm thinking of buying an iPhone 13 because I'm just feeling myself this year. First of all, it gives you an average price, which is awesome. It gives you some reviews, and it just tells you general information about it. There's a lot of stuff here. Storage options, colors, the price range, a lot of stuff. Yeah, so these guides are really helpful on this website. It would give you a lot of information without having to go through the internet and search for it yourself. So yeah, we can take a look at all these other devices. Yeah, let's see what else they have to offer here. All right, so let's just go over if we were to buy something on this website. So let's say we're looking for a MacBook Pro. All right, so it does give you a few options. MacBook Pros are very expensive, especially the newer models. Like these are from 2021, so they're barely a year old. So they're gonna be the top of the line models. Let's go for something a little cheaper. Maybe a 2019 13-inch MacBook Pro right here. So as you can see, they cut off almost, quick math, about $600. That's almost like half of the price right here for this laptop. So if we click on it, there's a bunch of listings for this option. And the good thing about these websites is usually they'll put, the person that is listing the products will put images of the device, so you know that it's actually legit. If you just click the way I got to that, just click on one of the listings, and you could see all listing images. And yeah, this guy did a good job. He put a bunch of images of the device. Looks good. Looks good. And you can go through all the specs, the whole build of the laptop. But yeah, this would go for $853. If you do want to go through with buying it, you can click the buy now button. If I were to click that, it would take me to a login page, so I'm not going to do that. But if you do think that this is suiting you and you want to look through more stuff, you can always click on this little shopping cart icon with a down arrow. And what this does is it just adds it to your virtual shopping cart for purchase later. And the way you access your virtual shopping cart is by going up to the top right of the screen, clicking on that little shopping cart icon, and then you can see what you put in there. So earlier I went through and I was like, hey, this Surface laptop looks pretty cool, but I definitely don't have the budget for that right now, so I'm not going to go through with buying it, but it's still just something that I'd want to look at. So yeah, that's pretty much all we have for today. Again, thank you for showing up and thank you for listening to this presentation. I hope that you guys learned something. If you'd like to learn this lesson with a Cyber Seniors mentor, please go to www.cyberseniors.org or call the number on the screen, 1-844-217-3057 to register for a one-on-one phone or web session. And there's also tech drop-in sessions if you have questions unrelated to today's topic from 2 to 3 p.m. Eastern Time every Thursday. Thank you, everyone.